Okay, so you've seen me clean my Super Nintendo cartridges before, but now I'm going to clean my Super Nintendo console. It is pretty dirty and possibly needs or could use some new parts. So I'm going to open it up, I'm going to clean it up and see what it looks like on the inside. I have seen videos of it being done, but I have never done it myself. So it'll be cool to see what's on the inside of these things. Okay, so I got my game bit screwdriver. It'll all be listed in the um, description below for you YouTube viewers. I got this off of Amazon and it was less than $10. I don't remember exactly how much. So let's take off this thing, which I said in my video game collection video. I have no idea what this is exactly, but I think that's in Japan they had something that plugged into this port. But I don't think that they came out with anything in the United States or North America that plugged into that port. I think it was a Japan only thing. So use the bigger side of the game bit. There we go. First time this has been opened over 30 years. I don't remember exactly what year we got this, but it's been yeah, over 30 years since this has been opened. So we've never opened it. I need to get something to get a hold on that bit. Okay. Yeah, that's coming apart. That, yep, there we go. There we go. There we go. There it is. Well, there's the top. Nothing up there other than plastic. So, here it is. What's it look like? There's a couple screws. Sickly green PCB. Oh my goodness, it is dirty in there. Very dirty. Cool. I've never seen one of these opened like this. At least I don't remember even watching a video of it. Power button. Sticky and dusty. Um, it's got a connector here though. I need some screwdrivers, Phillips heads. Here is the controller ports. Something fell out here. This is broken. Whatever this is, came off the controller port area. Here is the eject button nonsense. It's not nonsense. Come on. Is this just held in by pressure and the spring? Huh. How do you get that out? Obviously don't want to break plastic. There we go. The screw, this spring is undone. But, oh, there we go. The metal rod comes out. Okay. There's the eject button. Extremely dirty. Okay. Get the spring out of there. Oh, everything in here is disgusting. Okay, this connects to the board through this ribbon cable. I'm going to very carefully, there we go, pull out the ribbon cable. So here is the controllers, or where you plug the controllers in. 1991 Nintendo says that right there. What is this? Don't know. Reset button, right? Is the reset? How does the reset button work? Okay. Oh, okay. It pushes this thing up or down, which presses this thing. Let me go get a Phillips head screwdriver. Phillips were good enough for the inside, but not the out. So this appears to do absolutely nothing, because maybe it connects to the thing that Japan had that connected into the serial port or whatever's on the back, on the bottom. Okay, let's take the power button off. Don't know if you noticed yet watching, but there's some kind of ironic things on this PCB board, which again looks a sickly green. Okay, there's the power button. And it connects to the PCB by this connector. Carefully take that out. Any clips? I don't see any clips. Yeah, it just comes out. Okay. There is the power, the on-off switch. Okay, take the shrouding off of this. Is this also connected to this? Appears to be connected to the cart slot. No, it's not. It looks like it's just protection, because it doesn't appear to. Maybe it's a heatsink too, but it's got this stamping on it. 30207AB, it appears to say. Reset, it says reset switch there. SNES CPU GPM 01, 1992 Nintendo. Let me try to give you a better view of this. Okay, so reset switch, stamping, 1992 Nintendo. None of NEC, I think that they make cell phone parts now. I think they're still around. But Nintendo, as you would expect. All right, the cartridge slot, which is a thing I might replace if I can find a part number for it and find a reputable place that sells replacements for it. So that would be nice, because I have trouble getting some games to load on this. Okay, how does this work? I don't know. I don't want to break it. Is this... Well, let me get the whole PCB out, maybe. Another shrouding. Is that the power supply maybe under this? It says 6 right here. Let's see. Oh, that is screwed in the opposite way from the bottom. We got another screw over here, though. And this might, again, just be protection. Maybe a heatsink. I don't know. We'll see. I did have stuff on my PlayStation that was, PlayStation 2 rather, that was unnecessary for it to, work. Is that not out all the way? There we go. Okay, there's the PCB and the dirty, dusty shell left. Okay, PCB by itself. What do we got? Oh, that's a pretty side. There we go. Bottom of the PCB board. And there are screws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's take them out. all the little labels on this thing. My goodness. The R's go up to 107, I think is the biggest one, and the C's go up to 101, I think. Why would you... What is that? That's a weird... To leave no circuit board underneath whatever this thing is. Capacitor, maybe? I don't know. Okay, yeah, does this come off? No, it's soldered in. It is soldered in. Appears to be. Don't want to stress it too much. Oh, it does come off. Oh, okay, here we go. So it is a part that just slides onto another thing. So here it is. Oh, here it is, so you can see it. And this is where the cart comes in and the contacts again. Hopefully just cleaning it will help. But if not, there unfortunately does not appear to be a part number on it. But I should, maybe Console 5 is a company I use to buy the replacement batteries for the cartridges. Maybe they would have this part. But we'll see. I'll clean it first and see. Does this come off yet? No, we didn't finish taking the screws out. Now does it come off? Oh, it's still got... Oh, there's a screw over here. Can you see that? Yeah. This thing is soldered into the board, but it's also connected to this plate. I don't know what that's about. Hopefully the plate that it's on, the smaller plate that connects to the bigger plate, hopefully that, yes, it's disconnecting from this bigger, whatever this is, shroud. There we go. What's the purpose of this? Huh? Is it a heatsink? I don't know. See, my PlayStation 2 had things like this that covered stuff, but it was plastic, not metal. Just wonder what the purpose of these things are. Okay, here's the time for the irony. Kind of. Nintendo. What's that say, though? Sony. So this is, of course, the time before the PlayStation. And it's just kind of ironic that there's Sony chips in a Super Nintendo. Because at one point, Nintendo was going to make the PlayStation or something similar to it, and they backed out. And then Sony got into the console game for themselves and have been killing it. Nintendo, of course, is still doing well, but Sony got into the console game because Nintendo decided, hey, never mind, we don't want to do that. So, yeah, Sony chips in a Super Nintendo. There's Sony, that's unbranded. NEC, which is, I think, a cell phone company now. What is that? It says TDK. I don't know what that is. Here is Mitsumi, is the thing that you switch from channel 3 to channel 4. And looks like it also contains the RF out thing. The multi-out, which is what I use. This is weird. It looks like almost like a CMOS battery would have gone there because it has a plus and minus and a circle, but I don't know. I don't know what they were doing. Can't go back to 1992 and ask. Cool though. Never seen it in this state. Cool to see it. Let's clean it up. Yeah, this part, there's nothing that I can change or fix. Oh, let me look closely. Let me get my glasses, actually, so I can look closely, more accurately. Okay, looking at the capacitors. They look very clean. No leakage. Nintendo used quality parts, apparently. Yeah, these things, capacitors, don't touch them. I've heard you don't want to touch them for some, I forget what reason. Part of it is some of them can hold an electrical charge even when they're unplugged. But also, yeah, just don't touch these things. But you do want to look at them, see if there's any signs of liquid leakage, because they have something in them that leaks out sometimes. But I don't see any signs of any damage to anything on this board. Nope. Let's clean it up. Back over. Okay, the PCB has been cleaned. Let's put that aside for now. Put it on the bottom, on the shell, the bottom shell. And here is the cart reader that I really want to try to get as clean as I possibly can, because I've been having trouble with it reading some things. Man, this metal is well worn. You can tell it is 30 years old. Oh my. It's got like, oh my goodness. All these scratch marks, I guess, from every single time you took a Super Nintendo cartridge in and out, in and out of this thing. That's probably the best that I can do to this to get it clean. Unfortunately, there's not much else I can do. So maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll help everything load correctly the first time that I put the cartridges into the slot. We'll see. If not, maybe I can find a replacement part for these. I don't actually know. Okay, let's put it back on to the PCB. It just goes down like this. Even pressure. Does it go like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't look like it matters which way it goes. It just has to actually pop back on. There we go. There we go. Good stuff. There's still something in the crannies here. That's as good as it'll get, though, I think. Okay, next. This thing. I guess I should put it back on. Well, yeah, only if for this that was connected to it. Yeah. Let me just give it a quick wipe. also, let's put this aside. There was this, but this appears to be totally, like, I don't see any use for this. This plate went over here, but I don't see any use for it whatsoever, unless it's possibly a heatsink, so, and whatever, I'll put it back. Does this go on, or is this attached to the, that goes there? I think this might attach to the, shell itself rather than the PCB. Okay, put the PCB aside. All right, here's the PCB for the controllers. It looks relatively clean, except for this. Looks incredibly gross. Grease, or maybe not greasy, but very dusty. So let me clean that off. What is this button, I wonder? That is weird. Is it just to hold it into the bottom of the shell? Let me see. Oh, that's the LED. That's the LED for till it's on, I think. Let's clean the bottom shell now, and since it's just plastic, I'm just going to use a little bit of glass cleaner. Well, not a little bit, a good amount. Is it supposed to have these up here too, I wonder? And they got lost at some point? I don't know. Okay, yep, the bottom of the shell is clean now. Now the top of the shell. Clean the eject button, which is ridiculously dirty for some reason. Well, did get used a lot, of course. You have to use it to get the games out. that's the eject button. Is done. And the power switch, the actual switch, is very. Oh, OBS. Oh, is open now. Okay. Let's clean that off. I think that's everything. But I'm gonna have to take the assembly off of the top of the shell first. All right, so. Alrighty, these things. Oh, you can't see. These things need to come off. So it says a Dremel would be really best, but obviously, like I said, I don't have a Dremel. But I do have wire snips, aluminum. What are they called? Tin snips, I think. This side. Okay, yeah, that worked. I don't have any Super Famicom cartridges, but this means I could get some. I don't know if the PAL cartridges were different shape than United States or not, but this might accomplish that too. Good enough, probably. I can start thinking about looking at Super Famicom cartridges if that's really all that was. Regional differences, always like, who cares? Like, why? I don't get it. Is it to make more money? I don't understand. Just make them all the same. Good to go. Okay, now that spring, can I figure out how that went or what that went onto? This, oh, I see it, okay. Can I do this with just my hands? Or can I, yeah, I can reach it like this. I don't need to have it off. Headphones falling off my head. There we go. There we go. All right. What is... Oh, that's the... This comes off, apparently. Let's put that back on. All right, and close it back up. Okay, let's put this thing back together. Hopefully it'll work better. Let me give it a test. Okay, we have a working Super Nintendo. It took a little bit, so yeah, I'm gonna look into whether I can get a replacement cart thing for this. I That's the only thing I possibly think could be causing that difference. Oh wow, still got save files on this. I just paused as if I could change the controls. Nope, that's kind of a modern thing. Oop, gonna run out of time. That's what I thought. Oh, I can't go back. That's right. Let's just forge ahead then. Oh, wow. Oh, well. Well, it works. So, yeah, we're good.